Hey guys, my name is Moon and welcome back for more Umineko When They Cry, episode 5. So last time we learned how Natsuhi decided, or she was the one who planned for Kinzo to be alive, right? For them to pretend that Kinzo was there, and yes, until Kraus could settle his debts and all. So the year this time around in this scene is 1985, so 1 year before the events in Rokinjima, right? I guess, yeah, we're in a flashback, and let's see what happens. The Rose Garden was truly splendid this year. The roses were blooming like crazy, as if competing with each other. In the Rose Garden, Kinzo, Kanon, and Natsuhi could be seen.
今年も良い花をつけたな。お前の手入れの賜物か？
ありがとうございます。今年は気候が良かったもので。
普段にも増して庭園が美しく保たれていますね。見事です。
ありがとうございます。
今日という日でさえなかったなら、バラをめでながら紅茶を楽しむこともできただろうに。
Kinzo shrugged. Today was the family conference. When it came to the other siblings' businesses, none of the news had been good. On the contrary, those siblings probably planned to turn the conversation to the topic of Kinzo's remaining life, and hold a quiet feud over the inheritance.
不愉快な奴らだ。時にクラウスの方はどうなのか。レイの借金返済の計画は無事に進んでいるのか。
Okay, so this is the pretend one. Okay. No, I was thinking like maybe this is, or maybe Kinzo was still alive at this time. So, but yeah, he's talking about Kraus's death repayment plan, or repayment plan, I mean. So he's already dead and this is just imagination.
確かに現実性のある計画のようです。ただ、計画の規模がだいぶ大きいようで、なかなか思い通りに結実しないようです。
But yeah, Kanon was talking though earlier. Kanon was talking to, I don't know, Kanon's maybe talking maybe to just Natsui. Okay.
可能ならば、今日の親族会議を迎える前に何とかしたかったものだな。
はい。申し訳ございません。
良いのか、金蔵。
Oh, here comes Beatrice.
そんなところをのんびり散歩しておって。
How'd she gotten up there? Well, it's fairly pointless to wonder about that sort of thing when you're dealing with a witch. Beatrice was casually sitting on the roof of the arbor, almost as though she had been basking in the sun.
半魔法の毒素の塊である親族どもが押しかけてくるのだぞ。鉢合わせになったら、そなたの魂など一瞬で蒸発してしまうぞ。
すでに死んだ身だ。蒸発もまた小気味が良いというもの。
そういうわけには参りません。どうかお城宮家のためにもうしばらくお力をお貸しください。
夏日、親族どもの乗った船がこちらへ向かったようだぞ。そろそろ散歩は終わりにした方がよかろうな。
そうですか。ありがとう。お父様は書斎へお戻りください。
やれやれ。この絶好の日和なのにな。残念だ。
愚痴るな、金蔵。今のそなたはわらわに生かされているだけの幽霊であろうが。
You're nothing more than a ghost I gave life to.
そなたに毒素で消し飛ばれては、わらわも夏日も困るのでな。おとなしく書斎へ閉じこもり、布団でもかぶっておれ。
死してなおバラをめでる機会を与えられただけでも幸運とするほかないな。わかった。書斎へ戻ろう。だが紅茶はもらいたい。カノン、源氏に紅茶を届けるように伝えよう。今日はマルコ・ポーロでももらおう。
マルコ・ポーロ？
かしこまりました。
では解散しよう。夏日、私抜きで見事親族会議をこなしてみせよ。
もちろんです、お父様。彼らの前で名乗ることはできませんが、主人はすでに後宮家当主。私もその妻として恥ずかしくないよう微力を尽くします。
朝から胃痛を起こしているクラウスに比べ、夏日はなんと落ち着いたことか。我が息子が情けない。
主人にも主人の才能があります。その及ばぬところを支えてこそ私は妻なのです。
しっかりやれ。私が茶番の邪魔にならぬようおとなしく閉じこもっているとしよ
う。カノン、お父様を書斎までお連れしなさい。それから源氏に紅茶の手配を。
肩を借りるほど猛録しておらぬわ。
Refusing Kanon's attempt to lend him a hand, Kinzo rose from the flower bed he had been sitting on. The retired hand left everything in Natsui's hands and returned to the study at a gentle pace.
様になっているぞ。金蔵の亡き妻にも似た貫禄があるな。
万一お父様が半魔法の毒素にやられたら、魔法は瞬時に解けてしまうのですか？
うん。瞬く間だ。わらわは姿を消せばよいが、すでに亡者の金蔵は姿を失えばたちまちのうちに太陽の風に吹き飛ばされ塵と消える。用心せよ。
ええ、分かっています。
そなたには魔女の才能があるかもしれぬな。半魔法の毒素をためにためて年を重ねたが、それでもなおそなたは魔法を理解した。わらわとの出会いが幼少の頃であったなら、そなたは今頃偉大なる魔女だったかもしれぬ。
私は後宮クラウスの妻で当主夫人です。名誉を守るためならば魔女にも鬼にもなりましょう。
Damn, the thing is, Natsui here with Krause's side, I think, yeah, it just makes Krause better because Natsui is there to support him, right?
あなたの魔法の力には深く感謝します。
What is it again? Okay.
後宮家の名誉はあなたの力なくして守れませんでした。
その話は機会を改めよう。その際はぜひ女同士二人きりでのんびり紅茶を楽しみたいものだな。
スリランカに行った友人がバラの香りの素敵な紅茶を送ってくれました。
Dude, I like how they're mentioning like different names. Like, yeah, last time, right? They were Cross was talking about like different names of different people. He even talked about a moon tourist attraction, something like that. And now we're even talking about different places. Sri Lanka.
ほう、リンブラか。悪くない。ならば、茶受けはパティスが良いぞ。この度の親族会議が無事にごまかし通せたなら、わらわへの褒美としてそれを是非に振る舞え。約束であるぞ。
わかりました。約束しましょう。では後ほど。
後ほどな。
The witch made her body crumble into the rusting winds, it became gold flower petals and scattered into thin air. Natsuhi watched her go and then turned on her heels and headed for the mansion. And then there were none left in the rose garden. Okay.
さてと、ここでブレイクタイムね。
Break time.
ここまでの展開だけど、なんか文句ある？
Honestly, no complaints from me, but after doing, my thoughts and theories videos, whenever I see scenes like this now, like I'm thinking like, this scene ain't real or anything like that. Yeah, honestly, I think that was a mistake. I made a video like that, like analyzing like the question arcs. I'm not gonna lie, I should have just played and be much more ignorant on what's happening. Yeah, because now I doubt every single thing that's being shown in right now in episode 5. I mean, yes, Natsuhi talking with Beatrice, right? Like what? And then even Kinzo, Kinzo is gone, and they planned already for them to pretend that Kinzo is still alive, and then Kinzo is still talking to them. Yeah.
何もないわよ。おしっこしたいならさっさと行ってくれば。ひどい言い草ね。金蔵はもう死んでるのよ。
Kinzo is already dead.
それがこうして歩き回って言葉を交わしてるじゃない。それって魔法ってことにしちゃってもいいのかしら？
It means his scene is fake.
まあ、ベルにはこんな手今さら通用しないわよね。しかしあなたはどうかしら、バトラー。これっておかしいでしょ？金蔵を蘇らせた魔法の存在を認めざるを得ないんじゃない？
I think for the scene, I'll not use the word fake. I'll use something like it cannot be real, but there may be some things that are being said on the scene that is real, right? Yeah, I'll say it like that. Like for example, the way or the things that they're talking about, all that stuff, it might be real. But the scene itself, with Natsui talking to Kinzo and Beatrice, yes, we can argue that it is just nothing.
もしそれがベアとの真似のつもりならば、不愉快だから即刻やめろ。
やっぱわかる？それでほらほら、バトラーどう答えてみせるわけ？こうして金蔵がカッポしていることを。いつものゲームみたいに頭を抱えて、こんなのわけわかんねえよって泣き言聞かせてよ。そして全然ダメだぜってお約束の口癖で、お得意のとんでもでぜひ反論を聞かせてよ。死んだはずの人間が歩き回れるわけないものね。集団妄想を見せる未知のウイルス、六軒島症候群の仕業とか、六軒島だけに住む謎の蝶の鱗粉に幻覚作用がとか。
There's no way a human who's supposed to be dead could be walking around, right? Is this all because of some unknown virus called the Rokenjima syndrome? Come on. That causes mass delusion. Or do the scales of mysterious form of butterfly that only lives in Rokenjima happen to be hallucinogenic? Hallucinogenic, I mean.
謎の秘密組織山犬が作った集団妄想を見せる未知の薬物、プルプルピコピオの仕業とか。
Yamainu. Yeah, this... Come on, Lambda Delta is just making a joke here. And then, they're referencing the things in Higurashi.
素敵なとんでもいっぱい聞かせてよ。
Let me hear tons. tons of this wonderful crap.
うるさい、黙れ。こんなのは問題にもならない。
Grandfather is dead at this point in time. There's no way he exists.
それを存在するかのように振る舞っているのは、なんとかじい様の死を隠して親族会議をごまかしきろうとする夏日おばさんの嘘だからだ。
True, the power of belief. Her believing it fully that he is there. That's why she sees him.
夏日の嘘をつくと死者が蘇るの？それって夏日の魔法じゃないの？
この世界はブラウン管を除く前の世界、開く前の猫箱の世界だ。夏日おばさんがじい様と一緒に散歩したと語り、誰にもそれが嘘であることを確認できない限り。
Yeah, as I said, as long as Natsui is the one saying this or believing this, it is gonna show that Kinzo is there, and as long as no one can confirm that's a lie. So basically, if no one tries to doubt it or deny it, it's gonna continue.
夏日おばさんがじい様とバラ庭園を散歩したことは夏日おばさんの事実として提示できる。だからじい様が現れることができる。
Clap, clap, clap. This extremely unflattering applause was coming from Burncastle.
ブラボー。あなた、ベアトがいないと冷静なのね。
うるさい。お前も黙れ。
お待ちなさいよ、バトラー。あんたの高校説によるなら、夏日しかいない場所には金蔵が現れることは確かに可能かもしれない。夏日しかいない世界で夏日が金蔵を観測したと主張したなら、誰にも否定はできないものね。
If Natsui claims to have observed Kinzo in a world with no one except Natsui in it, then no one can deny it, right?
でもあの場にはカノンが居合わせて、彼も金蔵を見てるのよ。
Thing is, canon. Yes, based on my theories, is yes. Is an accomplice or is one of them.
それをどう説明する気なのよ。
全く問題ないな。
Is one of the people behind this thing, I mean.
カノン君は後宮家に雇われてる使用人だ。
Yes, you can argue that, yeah, Natsui can just order Kanon to just believe it as well, right?
夏日おばさんにじい様の死を隠すために口裏を合わせるように命令されてるはずさ。
Like, yeah, that's an argument there as well. What I mean is, she could just order them, and then they will do that. Like, just like Genji, Kumasawa, Nanjo. I mean, even in my theory back then, I listed them as the ones, I mean, Shannon and Kanon included as well, right? Who, how do I say this? Who knows that Kinzo is dead? So yeah, you can... If it's another person, maybe... How do I say this? The other family members, then maybe you would doubt it. But right now, if Kanon or the other servants are there, yeah, we'll just say that it's because Natsui ordered them to. Just imagine that Kinzo is alive.
だから夏日おばさんと同じように存在しないはずのじい様を見ることができる。
Oh, she's flustered.
あいにくね、ラムダ。
Yes, he's getting better.
もうバトラはその程度の子供騙しには引っかからないのよ。
See?
そうみたいね。こんなのゲーム前の前座よ。料理の前のアペリティフ。
飲み屋のお通し、寿司屋の緑茶。
うるせえ。青字で言い直さなきゃ先に進めねえのか。
そうね。一応もらえる？
じい様がすでに死んでいるにもかかわらず何事もなかったかのように闊歩しているのはじい様が生きていると思わせたい連中が生み出している幻想だからだ。
Is that the people who want to make it seem as though he's alive created an illusion of him.
同じ思惑を持つ人間たちはその幻想を共有できる。 そして、あたかもじいさまが存在し、ついさっきまで一緒だったかのように語る。だから、さも当然のように闊歩しているんだ。よって、夏日おばさんに組みしていない人間の前に、じいさまの幻想が現れることはできない。
Because of this, the illusion of grandfather is unable to appear in front of the people who aren't in on this with Aunt Natsuhi.
だからこそ、書斎に閉じこもって出てこないという設定が必要になるんだ。
In the games before now, grandfather has always locked himself up in his study. We never met him directly. True, yes. Extremely true. However, some people said things that made us think he was locked up in his study in a bad mood, such as claiming to have met him only a short while ago. And that's pretty much the servants, right? Or Aunt Natsuhi. We blindly accepted your statements and believed that grandfather was in the study. That's why it was possible for an illusion of grandfather to exist in the study. That's right, in the games before now, the only people who met grandfather were Uncle Kraus, Aunt Natsuhi, and the servants. Because they all stuck to the same story. An illusion of grandfather was able to exist on this island, making it seem like he was alive.
ご丁寧にも、お前のゲームの冒頭で、じいさまの死を隠すために、夏日おばさんが南條先生たちを言いくるめるシーンまで見せてくれたじゃねえか。
True, yeah, we just saw the scene, right?
今さら、こんな子供騙しには引っかからねえぜ。
やるじゃない。未知の薬物、プルプルピコプヨとか期待してたのに。
そんな妄言、口にするわけもないでしょ。だって、その存在を仮定することは、ファンタジーに屈したのと全く同じだもの。ウイルスだろうと、薬物だろうと、病気だろうと、未知の要素である限り、ノックス第4条に違反する。
Nox, fourth commandment. What is that?
ん？第4条って何の話だ？
Yeah, true. What is Nox's fourth commandment? That is something new.
ノックス第4条。未知の薬物および難解な化学装置の使用を禁ず。
What, so this is like rules in the game world?
殺人にこれを用いてはならないという規則よ。
Okay. The rule states that such things can't be used during a murder.
なんだそりゃ。
What is that? We haven't learned that.
未知の薬物 X、未知の化学装置 X は、魔女と戦う上での一番の武器だろうが。
それ、全部正式なミステリーでは違反だから。
The rules of a proper mystery.
未知のウイルス、未知の薬物、未知の病気、未知の X を仮定なんて立派なファンタジーなわけ。ご愁傷様。それがあなたの推理だったなら、あなたゲームオーバーよ。
何を言ってやがんだ。
あなたはベアトと真正面から戦ってきたつもりでいる。でもね、本当は違うのよ。真正面じゃない。
You haven't been in direct opposition.
ずれた角度で戦い合ってたの。
You've been fighting along with her from a slightly different angle.
あなたがしてた推理ごっこはファンタジー対ミステリーじゃない。ファンタジー対アンチファンタジーでしかないのよ。
何を言ってやがるのかさっぱりわからねえぜ。だが、一つだけわかることがある。
Sure, what the hell is happening again?
俺のこれまでの戦い方にケチをつけたいらしいってことだ。
私たちは魔女幻想というファンタジーを殺すために戦ってるのよ。それはつまりこの物語を正式なミステリーで解釈するということ。
means interpreting this tale as a proper mystery.
つまりミステリーの禁忌に触れるすべての要素は初めから無視して書かれということよ。
無視だと？
例えばこれまでのゲームで何度も密室殺人があったでしょ。
ああ。
あなたはベアトとその度に犯行現場で隠し扉が存在しないかどうか随分と熱心に確認していたわね。
What? Check with Beata to make sure there are no hidden doors, right?
まるでそれ自体が戦いであるかのように赤き真実を織り交ぜてガキンガキンと派手に。あれ、私に言わせると時間の無駄。
I call that a waste of time.
だってノックス第3条で明記されてるんだもの。秘密の通路の存在を禁ず。
Dude, okay, we're getting rules now, so it's forbidden for hidden passages to exist.
ミステリーではね、秘密の通路はあっちゃいけないの。
Hidden passages mustn't exist.
つまり正式なミステリーとして解釈しようとする場合、隠し扉があるのかどうかなんて論争初めからしたら負けなのよ。だってないんだから。存在するかもしれないと疑う時点でもうゲームオーバー。つまり犯行現場に隠し扉が存在しないことが証明されてないから推理できないなんて。甘ったれたあなたはミステリー失格。その時点でゲームオーバー。ミステリーで解釈する戦いをしてるつもりだったんでしょ。ならミステリーのお約束にちゃんと従わなきゃ。
Look at her eyes suddenly change. And yeah, it feels like she's dead again. Her eyes, I mean.
そういうことよ。すべての犯行現場には隠し扉が存在してはならないの。だからその存在を確かめる行為はすべて時間の無駄ってわけ。
お前が言ってるのはあれだろ？
Do I need to write about this though? Nox's, what is it again? Nox's commandment? Something?
どこかで聞いたな。
Rules?
推理小説の条件10箇条みたいなやつだったか。
ええ、そうよ。希代の魔女狩り大司教ノックスが振りかざす魔女をうがつ10本のくさびよ。
The Archbishop of Witch Hunting.
それこそが魔女幻想というファンタジーと真正面から戦い打ち破るための正しい武器。
Dude, this is gonna be so hard, right? When you think of something like, oh, this might be the solution, and then you look at the, let's say, the rules, right? 10 rules, and if it said there that it's not valid with what you said, oh, you're gonna have to think again, what is the right answer?
さすがベルンね。厄介な武器を持ち込むこと。ファンタジーの大敵だわ。
But that is kind of good though, because it's putting you in the right path, I guess, right? Them saying, yes, there cannot be hidden passages. The other one is drugs or anything scientific can't be used. So you can remove that from the equation, right? When you're thinking of a solution.
犯行現場を調べもせずに隠し扉の存在を初めから否定できるなんて、俺にはそれこそファンタジーだぜ。
魔女側を受け持つラムダはファンタジー。それと戦う私はミステリー。あなたはただファンタジーを否定してかわし続けるのがやっとのアンチファンタジー。何から何まで反対だけど対案は一つも出せない。
Me myself, I am anti-fantasy.
あなたどっかの国の政治家みたいね。
うるせえぞ。お前たちとわけのわからねえ話をするためにここに戻ってきたんじゃねえ。 さっさと話を続けろ。
Yeah, true. Shut up.
静かになさいよ。あんたの後ろの眠り姫が辛そうよ。
When he turned around, he saw Beato's living corpse resting in a chair. However, her sweat glistened all over her body and it felt like she was breathing a little harder than normal. She looked as though she was suffering from a high fever.
ベアート、どうしたんだ？大丈夫か？
大丈夫かって。あんたおかしなこと言うのね。その子を殺すためにあんたは戦ってるんでしょうが。あんたに合わせて第5のゲームを回想しているけれど。
Ah, they rewound it, okay. So we're not really looking at the flashback, they just rewound it back.
ゲームは今ベルンがかなり追い込んでいて、魔女元素を打ち破ろうとしているの。その存在が否定されかかってるんだもの。苦しむのは当然だわ。
あなただって今金蔵が存在するわけがないと魔女幻想を打ち破ったわ。あなたの攻撃がベアトに通った証拠よ。彼女のその苦悶は。
I tried at least to wipe away the sweat on Beato's forehead with a handkerchief. It's true, I promised that I'd let her die, but it was supposed to happen peacefully. I wasn't planning to make her suffer first. My goal isn't to make the sleeping Beato suffer like this before killing her. As if they had seen right through to my mixed feelings. The two witches grinned. Okay, where are we now? Can we see what date? I think this is still October
姉貴が
5.
遺産遺産って騒ぐから親父に聞かれちまったんじゃねえかよ。
No, 1985. Okay, it's not. There's no date again.
私のせいじゃないわよ。どうしようもないでしょ。
What did he say? I didn't understand. That only overheard because you kept yelling about the inheritance, right?
たまたま廊下にいて聞かれてたなんて事故でしょ、事故。
予算か二人とも。今回は運が悪かったと思って諦めるんや。
Did Hideyoshi have a different voice actor this time, or?
男の機嫌なんてほっとけばコロッと治るもんやで。
Kinda seems like it's a different voice, right?
気分を害したお父さんがおかしな衣装を残さないでくれるといいわね。
Just a little bit, I guess. Just a little bit. The relatives took a deep breath and fell silent.
こら、マリアもはしゃがないの。エンジェちゃんが転んだらどうするの。
Oh, Enji is here as well.
お待たせしました。船の準備が整いました。
ほな行くで。今はぐちぐち言っても始まらんで。
またのご来島を心よりお待ち申し上げております。
Wait, weren't we in the island already? Natsuhi was sitting on a bench in the rose garden looking completely worn out. However, when she noticed that Kanon and Kumasawa were coming back, she immediately sat up straight, regaining the dignity of the head's wife.
船は出ましたか？
はい。たった今出港なされました。
Did the boat leave? Okay.
そうでしたか。見送りご苦労でした。
Oh, they left. Okay. I misunderstood it, sorry.
主人はどうしてますか？
先ほどお部屋にお戻りになりました。お休みになられるとのことです。
Since the previous day, Kraus had been almost overwhelmed by anxiety over the thought that Kinzo's death might be discovered. When the family conference ended, his wariness must have suddenly gotten a hold of him. Like all... what do you call this? All his feelings, right? That he'd been trying to suppress. Because, yeah, he wanted to hide the fact that Kinzo was gone. But then after the conference, all that suddenly just went out and now he's like super tired. He needed a rest. However, the way he had refused to let even a sliver of his true intention slip out, and the manner in which he had managed to act as though everything was normal, showed that Krause's nerve was nothing to sneeze at.
どうでしたか？彼らはお父様のことを不審がってはおりませんでしたか？
いいえ。親方様に遺産分配の話を立ち聞きされたと。エヴァ様などはそれは大騒ぎでしたとも。ねえ。
They're even making fun of that.
慌てっぷり。傑作でしたね。
はい。大層取り乱しておいででした。
しかし、熊沢もなかなかの演技力ですね。廊下での慌てっぷりは、本当にそこにお父様がいらっしゃったかのようでしたよ。
This is what I liked about the answer arcs. We're actually seeing, for example, what were they doing behind the scenes. So for this, I mean, yes, you can say that, yes, how they pretended to be, or that Kinzo was there. It's nice seeing that. In Higurashi as well, when they did the first answer arc, what was it called again? Was it Matsu Ribayashi? No, I forgot what it's called, but yeah, the first one, the first answer arc of Higurashi, when they explained to us what was happening between Shion and Mion, what was happening behind the scenes, really, that was, yeah, one of my favorites. Because they were literally telling us from the POV of Shion and Mion. It was pretty good, yes.
熊沢さんはそういうのが大変お上手ですから。
あら、やだやだ、褒めすぎですよ。
熊沢の病欠の電話は簡単に信じないよう、よく現地に言っておかなくてはなりませんね。
それは手厳しゅうございますよ、奥様。
本当にご苦労でした。お前たちと源氏とシャノンには約束通り過去1ヶ月分の休暇の買い上げと新たに5日の有給を与えます。
Both of you as well as Genji and Shannon will get your pay for a month's worth of past vacation time as well as 5 extra days just as promised. Wow.
秘密の手当ですよ。
That I would pretend as well if they're gonna give us money like that.
取得に際しては源氏と相談し、他の使用人たちに気取られないように。
ええ、心得ておりますとも。ねえ。
So yeah, pretty much you can say that they were being given money. Giving extra stuff bribed so they don't talk, right? Yeah, bribed basically. So they don't talk about this.
熊沢さん、声が大きいです。
おう、いけないいけない。
そうですね。この話はこれまでとします。各自通常のお勤めに戻るように。そうそう、ゴーダに特別にお茶の用意をさせました。いただくように。
Natsuhi let them know she wanted to be left alone for a while, so she could drink some black tea in the rose garden. The black tea had been carried all the way to the bench. It was the Sri Lankan tea dimbola that she promised Beato along with Sempatis. Sitting on either side of the snack, staring at curiously, the wife of the head and her witch could be seen.
これがパティスですか。私はてっきり焼き菓子のようなものだとばかり。
Apparently Natsuhi, not realizing that it had a curry-like spicy flavor, had started choking after putting it in her mouth. To describe it in Japanese terms, it was like fried dumplings stuffed with mashed curry-flavored potatoes. As a household dish, it would probably be pretty popular with the kids. However, it was something of a shock to Natsuhi, who expected that a treat to go with the tea would be sweet.
知らんのか？リンブラといえばこれだぞ。紅茶ならクッキー、 ああ、チョコでもよいな。日本茶なら羊羹だが、塩昆布でもよい。中国茶なら小籠包。わらわは月餅も好きだ。
驚きました。随分と文化に詳しいのですね。
まあ、伊達に1000年は生きておらぬ。世界の名茶は一通り試した。お茶の世界旅行といったところか。
確かに、それは立派な世界旅行ですね。このような紅茶の楽しみ方もあると、今日初めて知りましたので。これは貴重な体験です。
わらわは六軒島より出られぬ身。これくらいしか旅をすることはできぬでな。そなたはどうか。富豪の妻らしく世界を優雅に旅してきたのであろうが。
ジェシカが生まれる前は、主人はいろいろな国に私を連れて行ってくれました。嫁ぐまでは一度も海外旅行をしたことがなかったので、どれも新鮮な体験でしたよ。
そなたも窮屈な家に生まれたらしいな。
厳格でしたが、素晴らしい教育を施してくれましたよ。それを窮屈と呼んでは、お父様とお母様に失礼です。
雄弁に窮屈であると語っておるわ。
Kraus might have pitied Natsui, or he might have wanted to take her away from the rigid Urshinomiya family for a little bit and let her rest. Or he might simply have wanted to take his wife around the countries he knew well to show off everything he knew.
主人はお父様と違ってアジアの国が好きで、香港、台湾、韓国にタイ、マレーシアも行きましたっけ？
Okay.
クラウスめ、金蔵の西洋かぶれに反抗したつもりか。しかしアジアも良いぞ。日本人は丸ごと西洋かぶれだからな。外国といえば西洋しか想像せん。西があれば東もあろうに。
私も西洋の知識はそこそこにありましたが、東洋の知識はあまりなかったもので、旅先でいろいろと主人にからかわれましたっけ。
Beato subtly peered into Natsui's heart, as the latter grumbled that the trips had all been very tiring. Oh, flashback. But I really like this soundtrack far.
これは便道という。
It's basically a soundtrack for when you remember stuff. Like, yeah, technically a flashback while you're telling a story of what was happening back then.
ここでは庶民的な嗜好品だ。
It looked like a small, round, gourd-like nut that had been smashed with a cucumber wedged in it. At a glance, it looked as though it would probably taste like pickles.
なるほど。
So this was Natsui back then, when they were younger.
これをかじればよいのですか？
As she tried to bite the one her husband was holding, he suddenly moved it away. It felt kind of embarrassing, like she was a fish after some bait.
まあ待て。便道には食べ方がある。確かにかじるのは正しい。かじる。もぐもぐと噛む。しかし食べてはならない。
かじって噛むのに食べてはならないのですか？
うん。かじって噛む。食べてはならん。そして汁も飲んではならん。胃を痛めるからな。
Bite and chew, do not swallow, and don't drink the juice. What?
わかりません。
Yeah, what? Don't drink the juice.
どうしてそんなものを食べなければならないのです？
ガムのようなものと思え。
Think of it as something like gum.
噛んで味を楽しむ。
But then you spit it out afterwards.
噛んだくずと汁は
こうして紙コップに吐き出す。
あなた、お口の中が真っ赤ですよ。拭いて拭いて。
Even her favorite handkerchief, which she had wiped Krause's mouth with, had bright red marks on it. Something that's poisonous if eaten or drunk, and it makes the inside of your mouth so bright red. And having to spit to something out after you've put it in your mouth, how indecent. Thinking this, Natsui adamantly refuses Krause's invitation.
嫌です、嫌です。結構です、結構です。
こういうのは異文化体験だぞ。
Have you ever seen a Natsuhi's like full backstory though? Like for Kirie, right? We learned about her backstory as what do you call this? From the Sumadera family, right? A mafia family. How about for Natsui? Nothing really right now. Then for Hideyoshi is a person he did not have anything right in the beginning. He just earned his way to the top. Right, started his business from scratch.
ここでしかできない体験をしなければ旅行の意味がない。
So I guess for Natsuhi, someone being married to like for Krause, like the head of a family. So she probably came from a rich family as well, right? For sure. Krause kept chewing, ignoring the fact that even his lips were being colored bright red.
こいつは親父殿も好きでね。昔は取り寄せたのか。屋敷のテラスでももぐもぐやっていたものだ。夏日が来てからはやめたようだがね。ほら、君が私よりも尊敬する親父殿も愛用していたんだぞ。ほらほら、遠慮なく試したまえ。
いやいや、やめて、やめて、あなた。
During travel, Krause had the innocence of a child. He didn't even conceal his jealousy of respect Natsui normally gave Kinzo. Just being able to see that side of her husband made traveling all the way to another country worthwhile. Krause urged her even harder to bite it. But Natsui, undaunted, ran from place to place and finally yelled that he was being too pushy. Krause was miffed the whole bus ride. What a child to let a little thing like this get him down. Natsuhi thought exasperately. Then a native tour guide in the bus took out one of those Arakan nuts and started explaining about it. It had apparently been a beloved luxury item in this part since ancient times, similar to tobacco. Just like in Natsui's case, it was starting to be disliked by young people and was being obsolete. Furthermore, it was treated as a good luck charm in this area, and was known as a symbol for couples. She looked at her husband's face. And look at Krause. He turned away abruptly, but it looked like his cheeks had gotten a little red. Honestly, nice little flashback there.
夫の肩に身を委ねて手なんか握っちゃったりしたわけか。なんだ、そなたら夫婦結構純愛ではないか。
A pretty pure love.
燃え上がっちゃったであろう。その晩とかん。
Oh my god. Red-faced and avoiding Beato's eye, Natsui tried to hide her embarrassment by swallowing the whole patties. Chewing with her cheeks puffed like a blowfish. Beato said, "Yep, this is the best snack anyone could have with tea," and nodded several times, a broad smile on her face.
もっとも、それも新婚の頃の話です。今は六軒島を出ることもできぬ身。カゴの鳥ですよ。
それを言うならわらわも同じよ。死ねども死ねども六軒島よりは逃げられぬ。カゴの鳥はわらわも同じだ。
あなたのことは知りませんし、詮索もしません。しかし軽んじれぬ境遇であったことは察します。
老名主を気取るつもりもないわ。同じカゴの鳥同士、 せいぜい仲良くしようぞ。わらわはそなたを気に入ったぞ。
そうですか。ありがとう。
この度の親族会議における使用人たちへの指示や采配は見事であった。金蔵が何時にどこにいて、何をして何を残したか。それらを見事に共有させ、矛盾なく組み上げた。それらの緻密な計画書は、高度な魔法陣のそれと同じ美しさがあったぞ。
To make it look like Kinzo actually existed and was living a life his own way. She had written his schedule for the day down to the finest detail and made the servants follow it to the letter. When he did meet whom and where, and what did he leave them? When did he do what and where, and what changed? As a result, even though the relatives never saw Kinzo once, they hadn't suspected in the slightest that he hadn't been there. Ava and the rest really believed that Kinzo had just happened to be walking through the hall when he heard them talking about the inheritance and went into a rage. Everything had gone out as Natsui's plan had predicted, down to the finest details. And the cooperation by the servants had also worked smoothly down to the finest details.
万一にも知られるわけにはいかぬ秘密ですので、念入りに策を練りましたから。
その緻密さと意志が絶対の成功を呼ぶ。どうやらそなたは魔女としてはラムダデルタ教の一派らしいな。それを魔法と自覚したならば、いつでも魔女見習いを名乗れるレベルだ。
それを魔法と呼ぶなら、熊沢あたりはさしずめ仮病の魔女ですね。忙しい日に限って腰痛で休むと連絡があります。毎年親族会議の日にはいつもです。
ああ、熊沢は違う違う。もっともっと高位の魔女であるぞ。正体知ったら驚くぞ。
Watching these two had their pleasant chat was another pair with steam rising from their black tea. However, the second pair was in a world that the first couldn't see, where golden roses bloomed.
ロノウェが気を利かせて、同じディンブラとかいう紅茶を入れてくれたぜ。
Damn. Honestly, it's nice how Butler is like this to Beatrice, right? It's like total 180, I guess. It felt as though Beato muttered something. For the first time, it felt as though something had gotten through to her. Surely she had taken an interest in the black tea and felt like drinking it. Thinking this, Butler took Beato's cup and her hand, making her hold the cup. Beato's eyes trembled sadly and her fingers shook, almost as though she couldn't even move her fingers as she wanted to, and was mourning the fact that she could no longer enjoy the tea she had once loved by her own power. That's how she looked. So Butler put his hand on Beato's and grabbed hold of the teacup and lifted it to her lips. Okay, so let us take a break here. But honestly, that was nice scenes, man. Seriously. I want more scenes like that. More background scenes for the character. And yes, like Natsui telling the story of them, or her and Kraus going to different countries when they were much more younger, right? That was nice. But these two, I want to learn more of these two. We've gotten Ava, Hideyoshi. We've seen at least how they treat each other, right? But yeah, I want these two next. Hopefully soon. Why are they so mysterious? It was very mysterious for these two, right? Rudolph and Kyrie. All the time. But yeah. Very nice seeing the POV of, I guess, the other side. On them pretending that, yes, I was saying Kraus was gone. But yeah, Kinzo was gone. And how they're into it. Ikumasawa, Kanon, Genji, Shannon. It's nice to see. It's nice to see. Even though, yes, we're still seeing like Beato talking to Natsui, it's still trying to confuse you that yes, there's magic there. But what I'm saying is, even though there's scenes like that, you gotta look into what is really being said with those scenes, right? And I am enjoying it as usual. So I guess we are gonna continue this and do more of Umineko When They Cry, episode 5 in the next one. So I'll just see you then, guys. Bye bye.